For the first time ever on sale, experience an all-new entry into the classic franchise with Alien Rogue Incursion Deluxe Edition, and it's 25% off. Over 1,200 people have rated this 4.48 out of 5 stars, with 88% of the audience giving this 4 or 5 out of 5. And with this Deluxe Edition, you are getting the base game, of course, along with the blue camo weapon skin, the blue camo armor skin, and the digital in-game art book. The fact that it says in-game art book, I am super curious as to whether this is following Metro Awakening's art book, because that one was displayed fully in VR where you walk around a virtual museum. In this game, you are an ex-marine named Zula Hendricks that is sent on a dangerous mission to investigate an SOS from the planet of Purdon, home to a long-defunct mining colony. With her ever-present synth companion Davis-01 for guidance, Zula must infiltrate the infested Gemini Exoplanet Solutions research facility and survive the threat of the most cunning xenomorphs ever encountered using stealth and serious firepower at her disposal. The authentic atmosphere and innovative VR gameplay features will have you get into the action with gameplay that uses your body as the input. Along with true-to-life motions like opening doors and picking up objects, you also have full-body in-game physical presence for holstering and loading weapons, accessing inventory, turning on lights, and much more. And you'll need all that confidence against these xenomorphs who behave just like their cinematic counterparts, actively hunting you throughout locations, crawling through ducts and tunnels, and jumping on and climbing objects within the world. Oh, that sounds truly awesome, and from what I understand, the game has received a few patches now that addressed a lot of the issues that were present at launch, so I do think this game is good to go. Featuring an intuitive third-person view designed especially for VR headsets, Human Fall Flat VR is now 33% off. Over 47,000 people have rated the flat version, including this VR version, 4.16 out of 5 stars, with 78% giving this 4 or 5 out of 5, but 14% gave this 1 star. Pick a party of up to 4 humans and work together carefully to navigate each level's perilous traps and solve each collection of physics-based puzzles. Now rebuilt for VR, each controller you wield controls the respective arm of your human avatar, adding an unprecedented level of physicality. And apparently, Human Fall Flat is a hilarious, lighthearted physics platformer set in a world of floating dreamscapes. Each dream level provides a new environment to navigate, with multiple routes through each level, and perfectly playful puzzles ensure exploration and ingenuity are rewarded. The VR edition of Human Fall Flat includes all levels from the game's original release, along with a wide selection of extra dreams created by some of the most talented community creators. You can also customize your human with a massive selection of outfits to add to your collection, along with head, upper, and lower body style, and even customizable colors. And for those of you that want to have both the VR and the original flat version, you can get the Human Fall Flat franchise bundle at 50% off. Arcade Paradise VR is offering a base game bundle, and it's 30% off. With 270 people rating it 4.46 out of 5 stars, 86% of the audience gave it 4 or 5 out of 5. And this is the game bundle, which does feature the full game flat screen version and Arcade Paradise VR. You cannot use your save file between these two games, so gotta hammer that in, guys. These are two separate games that do not use the same save file. So thanks, Bob, for the heads up on that. I really appreciate it. I much appreciate Mystery D piping in and letting us know that Arcade Paradise VR still has many bugs, and that they just completed the game with many issues still persisting, such as daily tasks that can't be completed being the worst offender. Yeah, that totally sucks to hear, because everyone is truly happy with the flat version, which is included in the bundle, but disappointed with that VR funkiness still happening. In this game, you play as Ashley, who's a rebel teenager going against her father's wishes to continue the family business. Get hands-on, managing the fully gamified day-to-day tasks, from manually picking up gum, doing the laundry, to throwing out the trash in a basketball-style minigame. That's cool, if the physics are there. Then take your hard-earned money from completing these tasks to unlock your real objective, buying more arcade units. And yes, the whole premise right away instantly grabs me. It does claim to feature 12 fully realized VR cabinets alongside 27 traditionally controlled games from the original release. Yeah, apparently there's 39 cabinets you can purchase in-game. And what's uniquely cool is that it says each cabinet features its own gameplay, stories, missions, and high scores to set with competition online leaderboards. leaderboards. From full RPG campaigns, beat 'em ups, and physical sports games, all inspired by 3 decades of gaming. And then only a few weeks ago, the developers just announced 2 new VR cabinets for free in their latest update. The first one is called Cyber Drums, which looks like a cheesy Drums Rock ripoff, which is actually a ripoff of Rock Band. But if the gameplay is fun and the songs are good and everything works, then that is super cool that they included it, as it totally looks appropriate for its time. And the second one I'm showing you here is Super Woodgal Jr. Ultra X Hyper Deluxe. What that title totally reminds me of all the many versions of Street Fighter back in the day. And in this game, you're literally a lumberjill, simply whacking either the left or right side of the arcade cabinet with those padded mallets, trying to get the fastest high score possible. But for those of you that want to get that bundle with all the DLC for the flat version only, you can get the complete edition at 30% off right now. But just remember, all of this DLC is for the flat version in the complete bundle, as I'm showing you on screen if you want to pause it. But I had to put it in there because the VR version is in that complete edition. But before you buy Arcade Paradise VR, you may want to get 2 other games from the same developer at this awesome half-off price. This is the Wired VR bundle with, again, 3 games included at 50% off. And now's the time to embark on a series of lemming-like puzzles with Tin Hearts. I have not played this game before, but if you did not know, again, Lemmings is all about giving directions to a bunch of soldiers, essentially, that you're seeing on screen, and directing them to these locations. And they're trying to make their way from point A in the room to point B using whatever is around in their environment. Now, unlike Lemmings, this is supposed to have a captivating and emotional story of a genius inventor, Albert Butterworth, whilst guiding a troop of tin soldiers to reach their goal. And apparently it's critically acclaimed for its moving narrative, refined puzzle design, and immersive atmosphere. Tin Hearts is a narrative puzzle adventure where the ghosts of the past emerge to tell a resonating tale of family, love, and compromise. Spanning across 4 distinct acts with 50+ puzzles masterfully woven through a grand Victorian home, steadily uncover a variety of whimsical inventions with unique abilities to provide a safe route of passage for the tin soldiers to travel. Each location has an abundance of treasured memories, whilst there are some that would rather be forgotten. In a tragic fable, which will see Albert, overwhelmed by sorrow and heartache, discover what brilliant minds do when the love for life and the love for invention are threatened by life itself. Interesting. You're gonna set out on an immersive adventure through 50+ Lemmings-like puzzles, which consistently evolve as you progress. Uncover new routes to your destination each time you play, with multiple ways to solve the intricate puzzles. Take your time working through the relaxing puzzles while indulging in the soundtrack from award-winning composer Matthew Chastney, whose credits includes trailers for Joker, Chernobyl, and Bridgerton. So again, the game seems like it has a lot going for it, but this is not for everybody. If you didn't know that it was a Lemmings-like puzzle-based game, then yes, you might be thrown off by what you're playing here.
No, get out! Get out!
The Last Worker is an immersive, narrative adventure centered around a lone worker's last stand in an increasingly automated world. This is a unique blend of work simulation and stealth strategic gameplay. You play as Kurt, and you work for the world's largest retailer and is forced to choose between capitalism or activism. Having dedicated his life to work, Kurt's loyalty is put to the test when a group of activists ask him to dismantle Jungle from the inside. Aboard his corporate-issued flying jungle pod and armed with his multi-purpose jungle gun, Kurt dispatches countless products from a fulfillment center the size of the sunken city of Manhattan. This delivers an emotional, thought-provoking, and inspiring story with rich characters performed by an all-star cast. And this game is all about player choice with multiple endings decided by an epic moral dilemma. Very cool. And of course, you do get Arcade Paradise VR as part of the Wired bundle, and this is what I'd personally prefer to get, as you're getting 3 VR games in this bundle versus the Arcade Paradise base game bundle, where it gives you the VR version of Arcade Paradise and the flat screen. I don't care about flat screen anything, so yes, I would be recommending this one. And now, if you loved what Wired Productions is doing with Tin Hearts and The Last Worker, they are offering the Wired Narrative Bundle, which includes 6 games at 50% off. However, only 2 out of those 6 games, that is Tin Hearts and The Last Worker, are in VR. Over 1,000 people have rated this bundle 4 out of 5 stars, with 74% of the audience giving it 4 or 5 out of 5, but 10% gave it 1 star. And the last bit of DLC that's on sale is for Creed Rise to Glory Championship Edition, and this is the Glow Skins pack, and it's currently 40% off right now. And quite simply, this is what is included with the Deluxe Edition, and it's 22 additional glow costumes, and that's all it says on the PlayStation Store description. I'm assuming it's just the gloves and the trunks. And really, that's all the games and DLC during this extended play sale going on until Wednesday, March 5th. However, there's another Planet of the Discount sale going on until February 26th, and if you haven't seen it, I highly recommend that you check that out. That said, if you guys like the video or any of the sales videos I produce, please click that like button. And if you love what I'm doing with the channel, please subscribe to it. And for all of you that have subscribed to my channel, thank you so much. I super appreciate it. Until the next one.
PlayStation